Hello students. So let us start chapter 1 of EVS. Okay, that is locating places on a globe. So the earth, as we know, is a huge. If we want to locate a place on this vast sphere, how can we do it? One of the easiest way to locate a place is with the help of a grid, as we saw in the activity at the beginning of the chapter. Now we know that the earth is huge in shape. So is it possible to locate a place in the earth? Suppose you have to locate a place of New Zealand in the earth. Can you go to New Zealand and locate the place, or can you see the New Zealand over from here? The answer is no. You cannot see New Zealand from here, and you cannot locate places in the earth. For that we have to use a globe. A globe is known as the model of the earth. So in that globe helps us to locate the places, the mountains, the rivers, the valleys. Okay. Now the lines of a globe. To locate places on the surface of the earth, we use a grid made up of two sets. Now what are grids? So the grids are a network of lines crossing each other to form squares or triangles. Now we have seen again which are called the lines of latitudes and the lines of longitudes. This is the line of longitude. Okay, this is the line of longitude, and these are called the lines of latitude. Latitude, and these are called the lines of longitude. Okay. Now, as they form these boxes, we have seen these boxes. So these very boxes are called grids. These very boxes are called grid. It helps us to locate places on the earth. With the help of this grid only, we used to locate places on the earth. Now, the lines of latitude, we'll study about the lines of latitude. The lines of latitudes are imaginary lines that run around the globe in an east-west direction. So, these are only the imaginary lines. Okay, these are not the imaginary lines. The lines of the longitude and the lines of the latitude are imaginary lines. So, the lines of the latitudes are the imaginary lines. We imagine these lines that exist in the globe. These lines run from the east to west. These are lines of latitude. This one, this one, this one, this one. Okay. Now, and these lines run parallel to each other. See, these are parallel. From here it goes like this. Again, the next line. These are parallel, isn't it? These are parallel to each other. Now, the imaginary line that runs through the middle of the earth. Therefore, the latitude lines of the latitudes are also known as the lines of parallels. As these lines run parallel to each other, so this one, then this one, this one, this one. Okay, so these are also known as the parallels. But this line is known as the equator. It divides the earth into two parts, and this line is known as equator, which divides the earth into two parts. Now, we shall study about the features of latitude. The lines of latitude or parallels show the distance of place north and south of the equator. Now, this shows the places of the north. This is the northern part and this is the southern part. It shows the places in the northern part and the southern part. Second is, the equator is the 0-degree latitude. It divides the earth into two equal halves or hemispheres, the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. So this is 0 degree. Okay, this is 0 degree, and this line is known as the equator. The equator lies in the 0 degree. Okay, then this line is also known as the equator. So you can very well see in this picture. Have you seen in this picture? This is the line of the equator. Okay, this is the line of the equator. This is longitude, and this line is also, that parallel line is called latitude. Number 3. The northern and southern hemispheres have 90 lines of latitude or parallels each. Now we know that this is called, this north pole and this is south pole. Okay, this is south pole. South pole. So this part is known as northern hemisphere and this part is known as southern hemisphere. So these hemispheres are numbered from 1 degree to 90 degrees. As you know that 0 degree is the equator. So from here 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 to 90 degree up to north and 1 to 90 degree to south. It will go downwards. Okay. With the 1 degree parallel being the closest to the equator. Now 1 degree is closest to the equator and 90 degree is farthest from the equator. And the same way in the southern hemisphere. Number 4. The parallels to the north of the equator are indicated by degree north and the parallels to the south of the equator are indicated by degree S. So from these spheres are called degree north and from downwards it's called degree south because it is the north pole and it is the south pole. This is southern hemisphere, it is the northern hemisphere. The parallels are at equal distance from each other. That means it is said that these parallels, the distance from these parallels, the distance from these parallels, they are of the same distance from one another. They form complete circles while go on decreasing in size from the equator to the poles. The parallels of the north pole and the south pole are so small that they just join points. Now as we go upward, as we go from 1 degree to 90 degree, these parallels become smaller and smaller and smaller. As you see, this parallel is bigger and this parallel is very much smaller. In the same way applies to the southern hemisphere. Okay. So the important lines of the latitude, the equator or the 0 degree latitude, that is called the equator. The 0 degree latitude is also called the equator. The second, the Tropic of Cancer, the Tropic of Capricorn, the Arctic Circle and the Antarctic Circle. So we'll study about this in the next class. Okay, thank you.